Welcome to another edition of Litter Media Live. I'm Dan Ramey, and he is Aaron Glandon. And if you're listening live on Litter Media Radio right now, hopefully we didn't just cut into the post-game interviews with the kids. You can find last night's game on demand. Simply go to Litter Media, and under where it says sports, you'll find this right here, and that'll take you to listen to the game on demand. That way you don't have to worry about we just interrupted.
Right.
If we interrupted it. So
right.
We had a delayed start to our show today. Chuck the cat made a doctor visit today, huh?
He did. He wasn't happy about it. There were dogs in the lobby, and I don't think he liked them very much. He was looking real nervous.
For a long time, dogs and cats have never gotten together.
Right.
However, I recall when I was probably, pre-5 years old, I remember our family had a dog whose name was Ring. And I remember there being a picture of Ring curled up, lying down, and a little tiny kitten was curled up on top of its back, sleeping. So they have been able to get along before, but
it depends.
Chances are dogs and cats just don't get along.
Yeah.
So, all right. Coming up shortly, we'll get you caught up to date with what's making news for us today. A look at sports and this date in history, all just ahead. Right now, though, let's tell you about the forecast. We're looking at some sunshine and near 40 degrees today. We like seeing that. We'll have some rain, snow mix towards the morning hours overnight, so be prepared for a little sloppy start to your day and your commute tomorrow morning. Precipitation will give way to sun Wednesday afternoon. We'll have temperatures in the 40s, and Thursday, snow showers are possible again just before dawn, but then sunny and warming back up to near 50 degrees again. So cross your fingers that we finally get rid of winter weather. I know the people, I was watching the national news last night, and folks over in like New York and New Jersey's under blizzard conditions for the first time in 30 years. They were all complaining about the snow, and I'm thinking, and we heard those same conversations being held here.
Yes,
just
we did.
A couple of weeks ago with all the heavy snow that we had here. All right, just ahead, a look at news on the way next.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org. Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Welcome back to the program. A look at news on the way, but you can jump in to littermedia.com and see some of the stories we have to share for you today. But not everything makes it to our website. A lot of stuff is shared through our social media, and you can find a lot of the information, contact all in the upper right-hand corner there at littermedia.com for all of our platforms. We start off the day talking about the Ross-Chillicothe Convention and Visitors Bureau. One of our friends there, they, of course, have a 2025 annual report that has just been released this morning. It shows that lodging tax collections increased by 4% in 2025, and they say that's a direct indicator of overnight visitation growth. Melody Young, the executive director, says tourism is not just about attracting visitors. It directly supports local jobs, strengthens small businesses, and generates revenue for our community. In 2025, visitor information requests surged with inquiries from all 50 states and more than 5,000 informational packets mailed to prospective visitors planning trips just here to Ross County. And a lot of that is from the World Heritage inscription that we received. So a lot of people are starting to want to come see the latest World Heritage site. And that's right here in our backyard.
That's very exciting.
That reflects not only increased awareness of the genuine intent to travel to Chillicothe and Ross County, but the opportunity to come here and be on our best behavior and treat them well when they're here. And that means they'll tip the waiter and waitress a little more.
Yes.
It'd be the best thing to do there. All right. So congratulations and thank you to our friends at the Ross-Chillicothe Convention and Visitors Bureau for getting that information to us today.
Yeah. The Pike County Fair has shared an AI-generated sneak peek at the grandstand lineup for this summer. Tug-a-truck, bull and bronc riding, barrel racing, and mutton busting. The school bus derby, one of the more popular events in recent years, plus autocross and the Smash It Derby will all return. The Pike County Fair runs July 24th through August 1st this summer.
Ohio Department of Veterans Services and its partners will present Women's History Month Power Hour. That's coming up March 29th at the National Veterans Memorial Museum. The event offers a unique opportunity for the community to engage with powerful stories of service, leadership, and perseverance while honoring the vital role women continue to play in the military. Admission is free for U.S. military veterans, active duty service members, and Gold Star families. Standard museum admission rates may apply for other attendees. You'll find an email address to RSVP in the story at littermedia.com.
February is Career and Technology Education Month, and earlier today, Dan sat down and visited with the Pickaway-Ross CTC's Secondary Education Director, Jason Vesey, Janet Barrows, Career Development Coordinator, and Senior Cole Nungester, who's in the Law and Safety Program. Nungester has an internship with the Pickaway County Sheriff's Department, and he hopes to one day be a detective. Vesey says Pickaway-Ross CTC has 200 students who are currently in similar internships in their field of choice. You can learn more in the video section of our Facebook page and later today on our YouTube channel.
And that's actually Jason Vesey. I forgot to tell you how to pronounce his last name.
I think that's what I was saying all along.
The Pike CTC is having a special event this evening hosted by the FCCLA, a Valentine's Night of Mystery and Romance. Here's something for you and the wife to think about this evening. The event has been delayed by weather, but now it's back on. The FCCLA and culinary arts students have prepared the food. Doors will open at 5 p.m. The meal begins at 6 p.m. Cost is $20 for singles, $30 for couples at the Pike CTC campus just south of Piketon.
The Adena PTO will host bingo night on this Saturday, March 6th at Adena schools. Those attending must be 18 and older to enter. They have a vacation giveaway, and concessions include Chick-fil-A, pizza, and more.
And forgive me, that's actually next Friday, March 6th. I was thinking Saturday.
Next Friday, March 6th.
Yes. All right, for more details on these and others, you can go scroll through our news feed here on Facebook, or you can check out littermedia.com. Look at sports on the way next. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is your trusted comfort advisor. If you've got an issue with the system in your home or maybe your business, perhaps you're building a new home or building a new business, you bet Accurate can do the contracting work for you. Heating, cooling, and plumbing. Find out more by clicking on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and it takes you to their website, AccurateHVAC.com.
Wherever you are there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it.
Visit your local Dixie Chopper dealer today or visit dixiechopper.com.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Time to take a peek at the Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard, available at littermedia.com. Wins last night in the tournament trail for Granville over Hamilton Township. That ends the Rangers season in Division III girls basketball up in the Central District. Here in the Southeast District, it was the Uniota Shermans besting Sheridan 68-46. Lady Tanks will advance on to the next round. In Division 6 over Southeastern High School last night, Federal Hawking was a winner over Lynchburg Clay, and Lucasville Valley took South Webster. So Fed Hawk and Lucasville Valley advance, and they will play for a district championship. Boys basketball last night, Division 4 action on Litter Media Radio last night. Waverly, a 73-56 winner over River Valley. We had a post-game interview with Cage Alexander, also with Landon Russell stopped by, and one of the Myers twins, Gunnar Myers, stopped over and had a chat with them, our McDonald's players of the game. They were happy because they are headed to the Convo and an opportunity to play there. Gallia Academy is also advancing to the Convocation Center as they will take on Circleville. I found it interesting in our conversation with Cole Nunguster this morning. He's never played at the Convo. So this will be a first opportunity for him coming up this Sunday when Circleville takes on Gallia Academy. Also winning last night, New Lexington knocking off Fairfield Union, and Logan Elm and Meggs also advanced with victories last night over McLean and Westfall, respectively. Now, games continue this evening. Girls basketball up at Tays Valley. They will host Logan in Division 2. Other games of interest will be at Southeastern High School. The D6 games, Belpre and Dawson Bryant and Ripley and Waterford will play. Lucasville Valley will host White Oak and Eastern Meggs, along with Trimble and South Gallia. Those games all start at 6:15, the second one at 8 p.m. Boys basketball tonight, Chillicothe is home with Sheridan. Jackson entertains Hillsborough, Athens and Miami Trace, Warren at Marietta, and all these boys games start at 7 p.m. Bloom-Carroll will host Kip Columbus, and Oak Hill takes on Chesapeake, with Northwest battling Wellston. And again, all those games being played at the schools with the higher seed. They are the host there. St. Trace is home tonight with Lynchburg Clay. Piketon travels to Portsmouth. Minford will be at Wheelersburg among the other games. You can find all that all right now on our website, littermedia.com, on the Haynes Total Healthcare High School Center It's a Total Healthcare Center High School.
We know what you mean. We got it. Pending board approval, Steve Daulton will be the next head coach for the Bloom-Carroll Bulldogs. Daulton held the same position at Amanda Clear Creek a couple of seasons ago. He would fill the vacancy created when Jeremy McKinney took over the Lancaster football program. Congratulations, Steve Daulton.
I was there the night that he won his 400th victory, and it was a pretty awesome night. It was against the Unioto Shermans. I think it was a 30-3 ball game, but that was 2021. The Shermans have turned the tables, and they've been pretty strong the last few years. But that night in particular, it was all Amanda Clear Creek. So best wishes to Steve Daulton and the Bloom-Carroll Bulldogs. Again, that's all pending board approval.
Yeah. And in the NBA tonight, the Cavaliers are back in Cleveland, hosting the New York Knicks. New York has a one-game lead on the Cavs in the Eastern Conference standings.
Mm-hmm. And that's a look at sports.
Yes.
Blue Jackets back in action tomorrow night. So, I was looking at Ohio State. The men's team plays tomorrow night, but the women don't play until Sunday. Sunday. This date in history and more coming up next.
But first, we want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. There's no bill when there's a fill. Contact Litter Quality Propane today about our metered gas service at litterpropane.com.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Whenever I first applied for the ArchWiz opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Time now for this date in history. We go back to 1991. And I've lost my information. Let me pull it back up here.
In the meantime.
No, I've got it. Okay. I've got it. We'll jump into that in just a moment. Hold your horses there, mister. U.S. Ground Initiative. The operations began in the Persian Gulf War, more than a month after the U.S. launched an air war against Iraq in response to Saddam Hussein's invasion of Kuwait. That happened on this date in 1991. I remember when President Bush, this was Daddy George back then, he talked about drawing a line in the sand, and you've crossed that line in the sand, and he wouldn't call him Saddam, he called him Saddam. And apparently that was a verbal play of, I'm poking the bear here by calling you something you don't want to be called.
Right.
Yeah, so we were bracing for this on radio. We were in the basketball tournament season at this point in time, and I recall we hadn't been in a war situation for a while, and so news agencies across the country were preparing, and we were preparing as local radio. Back then, I was doing the games I was working in Columbus, but I was doing the games for then WFCB. And I recall Bob Neal saying, we've got a war package we have to prepare. And the news he says, we need you to be prepared in case we interrupt your broadcast. And I'm like, okay, no problem. We can do it. Now, today, we have the cell technology where we're able to communicate back and forth. We'd be sending texts, but back then,
right,
it just happened. And so there was a dicey moment or two. And I remember seeing the guy on NBC News reporting from Tel Aviv, I think it was, and he had his gas mask ready to go because they were launching missiles.
Yeah.
And this is where you've heard of the Scud missiles.
Mm-hmm.
The Scud missiles were intercepting the other missiles that were coming and everything. And we were just watching it in real time, thanks to CNN and all the other news agencies that were launching all that. It was a weird time.
Yeah.
And today it's like you can see anything anywhere at any time. War zones. Amazing. All right. Now you can jump into this day for the National Day.
Just one for us today.
Yeah.
Tortilla Chip Day.
Mm-hmm.
Or tortilla, if you'd like to say it like that. You wouldn't be right, guess, but you could say it.
Or you could fake it and say tortilla.
Right. We do have freedom of speech. You can be wrong if you want to.
That's right. You going to give us more details on this?
Oh,
I mean, it's just...
You know, I looked at the back, but I didn't actually read it.
Keeping it to himself today.
The word tortilla comes from the Spanish word torta, meaning round cake.
So I guess you could kind of get away with tortilla.
Yeah, sure. According to legend, a Mayan peasant invented the tortilla for his hungry king, hoping to receive rewards for eternity.
Probably said off with his head. He's been sacrificed or something.
I wanted Cool Ranch. An estimated 700 million people enjoy tortilla chips around the world and spend $50 billion annually to prove it.
You raised a question earlier, and I'm almost positive Doritos are a tortilla chip.
I don't know if they're a tortilla chip.
Does it say tortilla chip on the bag?
They're probably made from corn as opposed to potatoes. So they probably are a tortilla chip.
Let me, Doritos tortilla. Yes. Doritos are a brand of flavored tortilla chips.
You can't trust the AI overview. You got to go to something real.
Okay, well, let me go to the image here and see if it actually shows me that it's... Oh, I'm getting the spicy and surprising history of Doritos. Let's get rid of that commercial.
Let's mute it for you so we don't get copyright struck.
Here's another commercial. All right. Just get to the story here.
That looks like a tortilla.
Yep. There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
We answer the hard-hitting questions on this show. Are Doritos a tortilla chip?
I don't remember some of these commercials that are showing right now in front of me. They're kind of cool. I will tell you, back in the day, probably in the 90s, late 90s, was when Doritos started doing a campaign for people to start putting together their own commercials for the Doritos to be played during the Super Bowl. It's like you come up with a commercial and then we'll play it during the Super Bowl. And it was pretty awesome. So much so that I bored him with that story. So
I told you I was sleepy earlier. It's not my fault.
He's covering up the boredom right there. All right, that's it for the program today. We appreciate you watching here this morning, or I guess this afternoon now. For those of you that normally watch us at 11 o'clock in the morning, we had a special edition today earlier. You can find that in our Facebook page. Is it ready to go on the YouTube yet?
Not yet.
Not yet, but it will be. So be able to catch up with that to learn more about the Pike CTC. And Cole Nunguster, who was our special guest, along with a couple of others from the workers from the CTC, but he's kind of working too as an intern with the Sheriff's Department up in Pickaway County. Find out more about what he had to say earlier today on our YouTube channel later this afternoon. I'll let you sign off.
For Dan Ramey, I'm Aaron Glandon. We'll catch you tomorrow. I'll catch you tomorrow because he won't be here.
Yes, I
at
have
11
duties
a.m.
tomorrow.
for another edition of Litter Media Live.